the types of properties. There are several types of properties involved. One is raw land, two is farmland, and three is residential, and four is commercial. So when you're looking at the types of properties that we're going to be dealing with, people say, well, what's the difference between raw land and farmland? Well, raw land, it has no income purpose since God created it. It just holds the world together. We don't want any of that because you have to pay cash for it. Now, farmland is highly specialized. He said that's raw land too. No, farmland has income. The farmer gets an income from that land, so it's a different category than vacant land or raw land and farmland. But the two areas that we will be concerned with are primarily residential real estate and commercial real estate. So let's go through what the differences would be. Because if you're looking at residential real estate, there are three types: condominiums, single-family homes, and small multi-units. Now, I was teaching a class recently, and I'm saying, well, where did the term come commercial? Because when you look at commercial, it's multi-units. Multi-units is like apartment complexes, and they would have larger. A friend of mine, John Dessar, specializes in apartments. And we were talking about, where did the term commercial come from? It comes from a financing term. And the financing term has to do, because when you look at commercial, you've got office buildings and professional buildings, strip malls, industrial. My specialty is automotive repair shops. And now I'm into industrial warehousing. But let's talk about why they came up with the term commercial, and you're not even supposed to decide what you want to do right now. But there are two types of loans in real estate. You have residential loans and you have commercial loans. Now remember, this is a financing term. Residential and commercial. Well, which is which? If you are buying a single-family home or a duplex or a triplex or a fourplex, you would apply for a residential loan. Let me say that again. A single-family home, which is going to be the majority of them, but any multi-unit, if it's a duplex, meaning you have 2 units in one building, a triplex, there's 3 units in one building, up to a quadruplex, there are 4 units in one building. Those have residential loans, and the rules are totally different for them. So when you'll hear people say, well, you don't qualify. Well, they're talking about a residential loan, because you are the person that qualifies for the loan. In commercial, the property is the primary source of qualification, not you. That's huge. That is so huge. And I got onto that. I'm thinking, I'm going to get into commercial because I want the property to qualify, not me. Nah, that's a good deal right there. So because there are two types of financial, people will say, oh, so you're into commercial. Yes, I am. But they're not talking about, you see, an office building is not zoned commercial in some areas. It would be an O zoning, office and professional zoning. Retail would be in commercial. Industrial would be heavy duty zoning. So zoning issues, I was in one area that I owned a lot of property, and commercial, it was like industrial had a B1, B2, B3, B5. The commercial wasn't used anywhere. Sometimes it's C1, C2, C3. Other times it just has their own category. Zoning is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about types of financing. So under financing, we're going to have two types, residential and commercial. These are the two that we will be making our fortune in.